Yeah, so you think that it's on and it's working.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you look back 5 minutes later and it's flashing.
Okay, no worries.
It's not working.
Fair enough. Alright, I'll go set up outside and we'll see how we go.
Alright, thanks.
That's alright. Alright, so I've got a unit that it's basically not working. The customer has turned it on, and after a while the indoor control unit just starts flashing, but it doesn't come up with a code. So they told Jody that it's coming up with a U2 code, but I've just found out that it actually wasn't. But when he went into the error history on the controller via the menu, it had U2 in there, but I'm not sure when that was actually from. So I'm just starting again, turned it on, nothing's happening out here. The HAP light is flashing. The HAP light is also flashing on the second board, the A2P board. It's got 4 fuses on this main board here, all of which should have 240 volt power, and I've confirmed that they do. So they all have power, 240 volt either side of the fuse, and the HAP light is flashing on both the A1P and A2P board. So all's good, but it's not working, as you can see. So my next thing was, alright, let's just wait to see if it comes up with a fault. I was going to go get my Daikin tool and plug it into the board to see what's happening. But before I do that, I always want to check to see if there is power on all 3 phases. So there's power on L1, L3, but there is not power on L2. So it has dropped a phase. There is no incoming power on L2. Right. That is on earth. Line 1, 240 volts. Line 3, 240 volts. Line 2, nothing. So now we need to go to the switchboard to see what's going on. Why is the supply to this unit not have 3 phases? Alright, so I'm at the switchboard. I'm going to turn the main switch off. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to turn the controller off, and then I'll turn this off. The only reason is when I turn it back on, I want it to be in the off position.
Alright, thank you. Bye.
Alright, so as you just saw, it actually did come up with a U2 fault. So let's turn the main switch off. Alright, I'm going to get these fuses out, but the middle one, I'm assuming, has blown. Right, the fuse is out. Well, it's not that one. Alright, so to my surprise, we've got continuity on all of them. That's weird. So we might. So they only use the 3-phase for the aircon. So we might have one of the service fuses blown, which is weird. Anyway, I'll turn the main switch on and test. Alright, now I'm a bit confused. So we got 240. It was 240 before. It's just not a good connection there, but I'm just showing you for the sake of showing you. 240. We literally have power everywhere. So we've got power on all 3 phases, continuity on all 3 fuses, but there's no power at the aircon. So I'm going to take these phases out and put them in connectors and then test it. But this one's phase 2, so surely it wasn't just a bad connection. Surely not. I don't think so, but it's definitely clamped onto the insulation. Anyway, I'm going to put it in connectors and then test it. Alright, let's test it. $240. This one had 240 before. And this one's the one that didn't. No one's got 240. Oh my god. Surely not. So that one just had a bad connection because it was clamped onto the insulation. You're absolutely kidding. That's wild, because this thing has worked forever. What the hell? Alright. That's crazy. Alright, so I have put them all back in, line 1, line 2, line 3. For the indoor unit, that was tapped off line 1 before. I've just changed it to line 2 because that's what you should do on a 3-phase unit, because it won't blow any of these fuses. Anyway, this needs a fuse on it. That's crazy. They've run 1.5 mil cable That's fucked. Anyway, I'm gonna put a fuse on that. It's like the Wild West out here. That's why I seal up there to stop that happening. Honestly, I personally believe that doing service makes you a better installer. So if you're just doing installs, I reckon you'll be better if you also do service, because you see things like this. So many bugs in here because that's not sealed. So I don't know, if you're an apprentice, definitely recommend getting experience in both servicing and installing. No one's perfect, but everyone can always do better, myself included. Alright, now I'm confused. Just turned it on. As you saw, it's got an error. Phase 1, 240. Phase 3, 240. Phase 2, nothing. And if I actually put this on the cable, no power. So when it's in the terminal block, it has no power. Alright, I've just turned the power back on. 240, 240, 240. What? Alright, so I've taken the cable out, just strip the end, cut the end off, and now it's got voltage. So now I can actually test it. That was weird because the cable didn't look broken at all. Like if I put my prongs on either side of that, it's got continuity. It's a weird one. Anyway, we can test it. Alright, so I just went inside and that's pumping out 40 degree air.